Welcome back to Shark Bite. We all know it's very hard to become a professional hockey player. And everybody's path to the NHL is very different. For Alex Stalock, his path to the show was filled with mental and physical hardships. But because of his hard work, his dedication, and his patience, he was able to show that he definitely belongs in San Jose.
It's a Doan at the point. The big hard shot, and they score. Yandel tees it up and scores. To the front of the net, and they score. And the Coyotes make it 3-0.
And out comes Antti Niemi. In comes Alex Stalock.
Tell me the story of your NHL debut. The Sharks are down 3-0. Take it from there.
I think we ended up getting 3 and tying it up, and then, you know, it was my first game I played. We kind of honored Patty for his 1000th game, and that's pretty cool. And then he ended up scoring I think the game winner that day, and I think we ended up winning 5-3. So it was a pretty cool day.
And Alex Stalock, in his NHL debut, makes 9 saves for quite a victory that he will never forget.
So then we'll fast forward to 72 hours later in that area. You're back in Worcester, and you sustain the injury.
Stalock's hurt. Stalock is hurt.
He is hurt. Stalock limping in the crease, and that is not good.
I read that you thought when it happened, it wasn't that big of a deal. Your initial thought.
So I'm sitting on the trainer's table and told him to grab my phone, and we ended up, the doctor found a cut, and, you know, originally that's what they told my dad on the phone. Then all of a sudden, yeah, just a cut. Then we get to the hospital, and, you know, we find out there's a little more to that cut, and, you know, it probably tough on the parents to hear that, and it was a long night.
How did you feel when you found out this was a serious, career-threatening injury?
I didn't know much about the nerves and how they worked at the time, and I thought it was just like anything else where you attach it and it's going to be working again, and then, you know, what do they say, 4 to 6 weeks we'll be back, you know? As soon as they sew it back together, you're going to be fine. But, you know, then you find out from the specialist that nerves are really hard to repair, and it, you know, it's got to be done just right, and the timetables, you can't do anything to make it move faster. And what they said originally was that it grows 1 millimeter a day, and from where the cut was, it was a long way to go, all the way to my toes.
After you had the injury and the initial treatment in the emergency room, how long did it take for surgery to take place after that?
The night of the injury, I got the surgery done on my tendon because that was sliced too. So that night, the surgeon did a great job on my tendon, and she just, what she said, tagged my nerves to leave the nerves on. They weren't connected that night during surgery. So 10 days later, got my nerve repaired. So it was, that 10 days was pretty painful. When that nerve wasn't connected. Oh, it was, you think with it not connected there's going to be no pain, but it was extremely painful when it was sliced.
Tell me about the rehab.
My first step in the rehab process was getting my brace taken off and just getting kind of a soft tissue massage on the area of the surgery, and just...
How'd that feel?
Painful.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Trying to work the scar tissue out of there and the swelling and all that, trying to get that down. So it was just frustrating that it was taking time and there was nothing I could do to strengthen it. It's a nerve and it's not a muscle.
So you get back, you start playing. When did you feel right again? When did you feel like Alex Stalock again?
The first game was in Stockton, and I think we won 7-6. We won. Yeah. We won, but it wasn't pretty. I think they only had about 14 shots, and it was about 50% that night.
Save made by Stalock!
I remember standing in the tunnel and hearing your name for a starting lineup, and that was pretty cool to be back wherever it was, and it happened to be in Stockton, and it was pretty cool.
First game, I'll take it. You know, they had some 5-on-3 and you know, some power play stuff, and game-like situations is what I need right now, and you know, it's a start.
How long after that did it take for you to think to yourself, okay, I'm back to being a professional goalie?
Mentally, it was tough because the whole way when I was coming back and just practicing for a while before I even played, it was questioning myself if they'd score in practice or something. Gosh, would I have been there before? Is the ankle slowing me down to this side? And it was a lot of questioning. And when I came back that year and had some time in the East Coast League, and then got back to Worcester.
And what a stop by Stalock! Oh, the
you know, it gave me a little confidence. I ended up playing a little better at the end of the year, and then I think the biggest thing for me was actually the summer. Getting back to just having a normal summer and not doing therapy on one part of my body, actually being able to do the normal stuff.
What are your thoughts so far on this year?
Personally, it's pretty special to play for a group like this. Your first year in the NHL, not many goalies get a chance to play for a team like this in front of them, and it's an opportunity, and obviously you don't want to let these guys down.
You get your first start in the National Hockey League, you win, you played great. You've got your first shutout in the National Hockey League, you've been great. You are fantastic on the shootouts. Is there a time where you sit back in your soul-searching moments and go, this is pretty cool, I'm doing okay? I think any young player or, you know, first-year guy would, you know, kind of sit back and say, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's you've gone through every level, and, you know, this is obviously the highest level you can play at, and, you know, be playing well, it feels good, but, you know, the hard part is staying at, you know, the top of your game.
And Alex Stalock has back-to-back shutouts in goal.
The #1 star of tonight's game from your Sharks, with the Shark number 32, Alex Stalock.
You know, we've had some great moments this season with the San Jose Sharks. Tomas Hertl's 4-goal night. Bracken Kearns finally getting his first NHL goal. And Alex Stalock getting his first win and his first shutout, and really showing what he's capable of in the National Hockey League. And Alex Stalock, when you sit and listen to him, that's why we love hockey players. He's the type of guy you're going to cheer for. And it's great to see that he's showing that all that love, all that respect, all that hard work that he has shown and he's given back, he's making it work this year in San Jose.